weird mess called Lego Rock Raiders on the PlayStation 1. Hmm? Oh, trust me, it's about to go down.
Can you tell me what the game's supposed to be making audio? Like now?
Yeah, it's supposed to have some audio. We good? Beautiful. All right. I mean, I got options, but they're not going to do much. Alrighty. Set to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alrighty. Welcome to Lego Rock Raiders on the PlayStation 1. If this game looks sort of familiar to you, it's because you might have just played the PC version, which is completely different to the PlayStation versions. And I do not have the copy of my game here, where if you look at the back of the back cover of the PAL version, they use the backside and advertise it as if it's the PC version. So you look and you're like, oh wow, this is amazing! Like, it's so good. And then you pick up this game and you're like, okay, I'll deal with it. And yeah, we've got like a million loading screens. Like, don't worry about it. You've heard of Sonic 06's loading times? Nah, mate. Lego Rock Raiders wrote the book on loading times that Sonic 06 took the page from. Like, literally, the loading screens are so long, I have enough time to read the entire blurb here, and then I'm able to start the actual mission. Like, I can't do it with this one because I'm talking, but the next one, I'll definitely do it, just to prove it. But yeah, first mission of the game, really, really easy. You just sort of drill off to the left, and when you first start this game, you're like, I don't know any buttons. This game doesn't really tell me anything. Like, so you're just sort of messing around, and then you slowly start actually learning the controls with everything. And it's very handy because I have a button that tells me which walls are breakable, like these ones. And that is really good Scorpion RPG. Okay, so there's obviously a whole bunch of enemies around the game, and they want to always either get in your way or try to kill you, as is per standard games. Otherwise, what would the challenge be? Like, you're just sort of going around these cave systems and digging through walls very, very slowly. So yeah, like, you just see me flashing the screen there just for me to double check that, yes, these walls are actually breakable. Like, you can hold the button and it does this, which is handy. And you got a little radar there it's supposed to tell you where everything is, but you have to pick up little expansion packs for it. So, you know, the blips will show up on your map. And I've skipped all those because I'm like, man, I can't be bothered picking them up. I already know where everything is, mostly. And so I don't really need this, so I can just turn it off, like with the press of a button. Thanks for judging me. Right there. Yeah, or I can just bring it back anytime. And there's also various pickups. Like, we'll get into them as I pick it up. So that was a very good mission 1, thanks to Scorpion RPG. Like, otherwise I'd have to circle around the whole time, and it's just, it's slow. It's just slow. Don't worry about it. And also you get these weird cutscenes in the middle. Like, I'm sure I think there's like a whole compilation of every single cutscene strung together on YouTube, and I actually did see it one day. It was actually quite entertaining for basic Lego mechanics. Like early Lego stuff where they're still mute and they don't have voices. Nowadays they do, and it's still kind of nice. It's nice, but there's like a little charm to the slapstick humor of mute Lego men. All right, we're in the second mission here, and terrible news, Rock Raider! 2 members of a deep survey team have gotten lost in the underground tunnel system. Normally, I'd just beam them out, but due to interference from some solar storm, the teleport system can't get a lock on them. Can you go down there and find them? What a hype mission. I've beamed down a tunnel scout, but no, I'm not going to use that. Like, to help you move around more quickly, because we have teleporter problems thanks to it. Time is of the essence. We want those people home very quickly. I think I can do that very well, and I don't even need a vehicle to do it, because I'm Bandit, and Bandit's a sailor. He's a good sailor man. Which means, you know, water is his home and forte. So I just walk through the water. I actually don't... When I first casually tried to beat this game, I actually don't know how to beat this level casually, or how you're supposed to do it. So I went, man, just looking through the whole character list. Like, every single character you can choose from in that little mission hub has like a different specialty. Like, you got the engineer guy who doubles all like the pick-upable ammo for your weapons. There's like this other guy who he's very unnoticeable. Like, I actually don't know what he does anymore. I've completely forgotten, and it's too slow for me to look it up. You've got Jet, who jumps slightly farther than every character, and then like the main guy in the center, Axel, who's very good at driving cars and can slightly repair his vehicle, like the vehicle that you're using, if it's only a ground-based vehicle. And Bandit here is like near OP because he can just go through water at any time. Every other character and vehicle will take damage in water, and you'll die, and it'll be a sad, sad time because you've lost your Rock Raider, which is not too good. But good job, we got him all safe and sound. Thanks to good old Bandit here. It's nice, and to help us with that, we even got a shiny gold medal for our efforts. Like, that's amazing, and we get more cutscenes, but I don't care about cutscenes. Those are slow. It's nice and entertaining, but no, they're slow. Like, I don't want to watch them. And even more loading screens, but at least we see the 5 characters here, and then select a new mission. You might be thinking, why would I keep picking more than one, like this one character most of the time? Because I mentioned I picked Bandit specifically for that level, but these other standard levels, I could pick really any character. Well, here's the thing. Bandit is great in water, but he's slow as the dickens. Like, he's slower than a wet wig. If anyone actually wanted to read this, like, just tell me to scroll down and we'll be good. Like, I'll just keep scrolling down. If you need me to go back up, just pipe up. I think it's a great view right up there. All right, and moving parts, yada yada yada. It's a freebie. We got gold, silver, bronze medals. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go straight for the gold. Yeah, but anyway, the reason I picked this character Jet is because she is extremely fast. Like, she's probably one of the fastest moving characters on land that there is, and that's pretty good because I want to move around really quickly. And don't ask me how this rock works. Like, just take a look. Okay. I would have thought it worked more, but you know, standard is. And we get one of my first weapons here, dynamite. This is great for blowing up really tough rocks that you just can't drill through. But I'm not gonna blow up, you know, these standard rocks yet. I'm gonna use these to collect the red crystals later. Yeah, again, Jet has a really nice jumping power, very fast, so I'm going to use her a lot for a lot of these action stages here. Just going to place that dynamite right there and make the Scorpion go around a bit. Yeah, don't worry, he just got blown up by dynamite. It's okay. He's fine. Just fine. Just going to place one more there, one there, and that's all the dynamite I actually need for the stage, but I got a spare one just in case. So the main point of this game is, well, most of the missions in this game will have you just picking up those green energy crystals, and those are like the main collectibles in the game. Like, you have to collect. Whoops, that's not right. You have to like collect the green energy crystals, and that's just the main way to like beat every mission in the game with at least the minimum of bronze, unless it says otherwise. Like, say, collecting a bunch of Rock Raiders, or actually no. Yeah, it's either green crystals or you're saving yellow people. Anyway. So just go around, collect crystals, and the red crystals, I think they're like supposed to be super crystals or something. The game's kind of foggy on that because every other cutscene in this game doesn't even show the red crystals. So you're like, what the heck are these for? I don't even understand. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'm just sort of going around collecting all these green crystals, and the red crystals are pretty much the bonus incentive. And you notice, like, out of 2 stages, I've already gotten gold medals. Why would I get gold medals? Like, wouldn't it be faster to just, you know, collect the crystals and just go? Well, you'd be kind of right. But, as I said, this game is like Loading Simulator 1999. I know, the advanced edition right there. Oh, that's not good. Because I got a spare, I'm just going to set that there. And just, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. Just blow up that rock because I can't be bothered digging through it. That's just pure laziness there. I have it, might as well go. And, yeah, I love these invisible walls. They're not that, I can't see this rock, but I'm just stuck. I cannot move out of those little positions. It's very, very weird. But, yeah. there's a reason I'm getting there's a reason I'm getting the gold medals here instead of the bronze, which would obviously be faster for most of these missions. That's because if you're just playing this casually, like, man, I don't really feel like the getting gold medals. Like, no, I just want to kind of beat the game. Well, that would mean you have to go through every stage of the game, and some of those stages are pretty. Personally, I think they're kind of, well, they're bad. They're just bad. I can't do any. I can't say anything better than that. They're just bad. But instead, but the Rock Raiders has a little hidden secret here, in that if you do better on the missions, you unlock further things, which is great. That's just how you should be in a video game. So I found it, if you get, say, a gold, a silver, and 2 bronze medals, you'll unlock, this little stage here, like Crystal Crazy or whatever the next 2 names are. They phase out of my existence all the time. I barely pay attention to the names, all right? And these missions are like gatekeepers. Like you do this stage, you get a bronze, and you unlock the next layer of missions, like another 4 or 5 missions, and then you keep going until you get to the credits. So for this one, it's thank God I don't have to go for the gold, because the gold is like, nah, man, that's not going to be fun. But you see, we get more and more creatures as we go. So, we start with scorpions, and scorpions are easy. You can actually, destroy them with a good weapon there. I'm going to pick up this handy dandy weapon here that can just blow open the walls like it's nothing. Like, Jesus, woof. And goodbye, slug. Thank you, spider, for blocking that slug. This spider's pretty relentless, I know. He's giant too, so I'm pretty sure we're cave diving in Australia here. So it's a pretty Australian game. And don't mind this giant ice monster here. We'll be seeing a couple of him and his mates later on. Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So you just so you clear the gatekeepers and you just finish the game. And obviously, you could do it with 5 bronze medals and then you get this stage or whatever. Or if you're slightly better, you could get a gold, a silver, and 2 bronze, and you'll do it. And you'll skip a stage, which is wait, gold, silver, and 1 bronze. Man, I can't even remember. It's been so long ago since I've rerouted this thing. Or you could do it the extremely fast way, like I'm doing here, in that you just get 3 gold medals, and then you unlock this little locked off area, and you just do the bronze mission, and you get the next layer, which is just perfect. I love that. Unfortunately, I did not find that. That would have to go to wait, that's the level, right? I actually like to make sure there. That would have to go to an American runner or someone who runs the NTSCU version of this game. I cannot remember the name offhand, but I look at their runs. I'm like, what are they doing here? And I see 3 gold medals. I went, oh, hang on, hold on a minute. I'm about to go faster. But yeah, and the reason I mentioned it's just NTSCU because okay. So I mentioned earlier, you have, whoops. All right, I guess it's a bit much closer to this deep voice. So, okay, we're good. So, we mentioned now. So I've mentioned, we've got 2 different versions of this game. You've got the PC version, which is just a standard. I'm going this way. Which is just some standard strategy type game. So if you play say Age of Empires or something, it's something similar. It's like a resource management strategy game, and you use it to clear certain missions in the game, which is just fine. That's perfectly fine. I've never played it myself, but I hear it's really nice. I should have picked up that bloody weapon. Yep, that's fine. Yeah. That's not good. Slugs, how did you come down screen? What the heck? That doesn't make sense. This game, it surprises me at every turn. Okay, we're good. I'm not scared. It's not a scare. No. Oh, he's looking for blood. Anyway, yeah, so you have the PC version of the game, and that's a standard fare. Then you have this PS1 version of the game, which is just this action-adventure thing. But here's the thing. You have the PS1 PAL version, which I'm playing right now, and you have the PS1 NTSC version. And boy howdy, that NTSC version, oh, it is I'm sorry for those at home, or if anyone here has just somehow managed to score it. I don't know how you did, but man, you are amazing at doing that, right? It is a terrible game. It is just god-awful. I've even looked at the back cover of that, and I'm like, if I found this game as a kid, I would not buy this game. It looks... Yeah. Because, I don't know, every mission just sort of feels the same. But hey, that's just me. You might love this. Someone else might love this game, because childhood memories and stuff, and etc. But the power of it is like, and the reason they're different is that like they made it either different times or just have just too many differences. And we classify them as all different games just because the level layouts are completely different. If you're playing like the NTSC U version, it's a completely different version to the version I'm playing here. You look at these levels and go, this doesn't look like my game. What's going on here? Well, that's why. NTSC and PAL. Too easy, right? And please do not destroy my helicopter. It is a very fragile thing, and it is very hard to control. Oh, yeah, that's a very reason. And like I could go on and on about that, but that's boring. Like instead, I'm just gonna fly this. Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna fly this weak helicopter with the good old tank controls. Now, if you know the good old Resident Evils, yep. You got tank controls there. It's the exact same thing for most vehicles of the PS1 era. And I obviously picked up the great mining laser here. Just blast these walls to Kingdom Come. I don't need to dig. Who needs to dig? That's slow. Just go back in this helicopter here. And oh my god, wow. Oh, okay, that slug was out for blood. Now, I mentioned these creatures. Scorpions, they're nothing. You can take them out. Spiders, the next level, they're a bit harder. They will gun you down. They are out for blood, and they will get in your way constantly, which just blows, really. But then you get the deadlier enemies, which is right there, the slug. That slug will try and ram into you like in just a straight line all the time, and it will blast you off. Mostly try to hit you into the water or, say, lava, and you're not going to have a good time. Like, you're going to start losing rock-rated lives, and it's a terrible, 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 terrible trip, right? And then you got the big enemies of the game. The rock monsters. Ice, lava, and regular, I think? I don't know. We don't see the regular guy. He's taking a nap. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's fine sleeping. So, like, and slugs are just like my most hated, right next to spiders, just because RNG. Like, and the reason I mention this, like, you think, oh, you get like this, you get like a green shotgun, kind of weapon as a pickup. Like, maybe that could do it. Unfortunately, that's a stun shotgun, and you are only stunning the weapon, like the enemies. I don't know why scorpions are just, well, they're weaker than a tissue box. Right? I don't know why they're so weak, but it still takes like 3 shots to, completely annihilate them because they're giant scorpions against us tiny Lego people here. Like, man, where's the justice in that? Tiny Lego people, come on. So, and if you wanted to read it more, come on, I can just keep scrolling. I got plenty of time before I go hit it. Okay. So yeah, you get this weapon, you think, oh, maybe I can do it. Nah, mate. He's just gonna lie on his back for a little bit. And he'll be right as rain. Slugs, the same story. Like, they're just gonna get dizzy. And rock monsters, man, don't even try with rock monsters. Like, you're not even gonna help it. So this little stun shotgun, the green weapon I have here, turns into a piece of trash really quickly. Like, but then they give you better weapons, like the freeze gun, which actually holds the enemies in place really, really quick. Like, for a decent chunk of time, and that's probably like one of the best weapons in the game, right next to the mining laser, because, well, just because it can blast through walls. And don't worry about it. Into the spider, we're in the spider's nest, and they obviously, yeah, you see, this is the problem here. I need this guy to, thank you, Mr. Spider. See, the real problem is that, obviously, since everything that's, everything else is tougher than a scorpion, alright, thanks spiders. That's very helpful right there. I love yous. Love yous to bits. Right there. Since spiders are so helpful and they're really, really tough, and obviously you can't take them out, neither can your vehicles. That's fun, right? And do you mind? Do you mind, sir? Thank you. I don't want to keep stopping for you. I'm on a time limit here. I got 30 seconds. Come on. To get the gold. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really slow. Anyway. This is like one of two missions that's very tight on timing, and like I need these spiders to like bugger off, mate. Just get out of here. I can't, like, you're lucky I cannot slay you. Oh, yeah. And again, like that goes to your vehicles as well. So your vehicles cannot but oh my god. All right, stuff it. I'd take the bulldozer with me, but stuff it. He's stuck. He's got his wheels jammed up. Stuff him. All right, there we go. 202. That's. I'm just on that mark. It's a very tight timing for this mission, but oof. 150. Oh, that's brilliant there. Anything higher than 2 minutes, and I'd have to instantly reset, and that's a big regret. Some of these missions in the mid game, funnily enough, are tougher than the ones you get at the end of the game. Like, come on, man. What? I don't understand how that works. Do not understand at all. Yeah, this one. Righty. Yeah, because spiders are so tough, and I forgot my train of thought because of all these bloody spiders in my way. Get out of here. What are we in Australia? Oh, right, we're in Australia. Anyway. Anyway, so because we can't destroy them, but our vehicles will only take damage when they're actually properly attacking us or charging at us like a slug or, you know, crushing our hopes and dreams like a rock monster. They just sort of scuttle around underneath our vehicle and just sort of get in the way because our vehicles are literally made out of Lego. Like, as if that could actually crush a spider. Like, come on, man. Have you tried that? I think it's pretty difficult to try it with like a tiny little Lego piece. They'll probably take that to their home or something. Anyway. So here's another kind of unique mission here. I'm just kind of in a boat, and you'd think, oh, Bandit the Sailor, he'd be pretty quick in this boat. Nah, Bandit's not quick enough, man, because I'll have to remind you here, he's slow on land because, you know, he's got water legs and all that. And to get the gold, you have to get to the end of this channel and pick up one green crystal, a whole one. Amazing, right? It's so many. But also, you got to pick up these, come on. You got to pick up these red crystals on the way. And there's 2 of them within this time limit. Like, it's kind of tight. Otherwise, like, if you don't meet this time limit, some giant rock whale type monster is just gonna eat it, and it's not gonna be a fun time. Like, hey man, we kind of needed those energy crystals. Like, we need to get off this planet. We need to get out of Australia and go back to space because they're Legos. There we go. All right, beautiful. Pick that up, and off we go. Like, I've timed this. It's like a fraction of a second. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's quicker to just pick Jet and just go ham because Bandit is just really slow. He's only good for like 2 missions in the whole entire game. For gold medals. And look at that. 15 seconds to spare. How good is that? Very, very easy if you know how to do some tank control. Like, every vehicle's tank controls. So you get the good old PlayStation thumb going on. Alright, with 3 missions down and a cutscene to skip with the rock monster just sort of... We kind of woke him up, but I skipped the cutscene. Don't worry, he's going back to sleep. Don't worry about him. He's perfectly fine. He's just stretching. Right? So now we get to like another fun one where I can just go straight to the end. Amazing. So, and it's really, really easy because like I just mash X. That's all I do. I can literally read it off the screen here if I wanted. Like, I don't even have to look at this. Just like, look at that. Like, it's beautiful. Too bad this mic won't follow me up there. I think the tech crew will get mad at me if I try. Oh, what a disaster, mate! What a disaster. I'm still going. Oh, I know. I'll promise I'll be quicker there. So, I'm just gonna scroll through this. Like, I could go for the gold, but nah, stuff that's not good enough. Like honestly, the loading screen with this particular level, the loading screen is longer than the actual stage. Like, how does that happen? How do you? I don't. Even on fast disc speed, like it's ridiculous. And if you're playing this on full disc speed, like, God help you. God help you all. So these spiders and scorpions, they'll try and get in my way. No, man, don't worry about it, don't worry. We're fine. And just dig through this rock wall, don't worry about them. Now, in practice, I somehow managed to save this thing. Nah, not this time. Got hit. Too much hit. In practice, I somehow took that tissue box of a digger, across that little lake section and it survived, only to get crushed by the rock monster. Like, I was just shocked. I'm like, what the heck happened there? What? I don't know. But yeah, this mission's real simple. They're all just at the back there. If you want the crystals, you got to go like left and right, and it's slow. You got to move some whales into the water, and yeah, it's just bad. But who cares? Like, we're on the next mission with more Jesus Christ, all these bloody cutscenes. I don't understand how. Sometimes I don't understand how they work. Like the next one, I probably won't even see a cutscene. I'm like, how the heck does that? You'd think one cutscene per mission. Nah, mate, that's not how that's gonna go. But at least we get to look at this fancy, high-definition PS1 quality screen here. Yeah, this is the flying one. Don't worry, I often confuse it. If anyone has a super question about this confusing game, just speak up. I'll be happy to answer it. Nope. All right. So this one. So remember that little tunnel sked I was using just in the last mission that blew up in the water? Yeah, that thing's like the weakest Lego vehicle ever, and it blows up with like a slight breeze at this point. So what you've obviously got to do is carry it with you all the way to this other side because it's damaged and needs repairs. Why would you repair that thing? It's horrible. Like, why would you bother to do that? It's terrible. But you get this really fun, really fun helicopter here to just drag it through. And I kind of have to be slightly serious out of this because, again, if this digger that I'm carrying breaks, I have to redo the mission again, and that's not good. That's slow. That's going to cost like a minute or something because long load times it's painful. So like obviously like, hey, how do you expect to get the gold when you have to be so careful? Well, you got these little shortcuts, and yeah, I'm just gonna breathe. That steam actually does hurt, like you and the digger, by the way. So I am not playing this really carefully. What in the heck am I doing? I'm going to wait on this one. This one is a pain in the bum. There, that's why, because he lasts for what? Right, let's not do that again. Take two. Okay. As I was saying, let's just wipe that one from memory. Alright, easy peasy. Alright. Now what I'm supposed to do is you just cut through all those shortcuts at just the right angles where the digger and your own helicopter here, this giant sky crane, what I actually can't remember what this thing's called properly, will not take damage from the steam, and that steam lingers a lot longer than you think it does. It's fine, don't worry about him. Scoot around the edge here. There we go. And actually, I'm going to wait on this one. There we go, because I got the momentum. Alright, let's just wait on this one. I got plenty of time. 2 minutes to get the gold. No hassle whatsoever, mate. There. And as you notice, I have to keep adjusting my positioning going through this little cavern here because something about these sloped walls and flying vehicles, get off that wall, you are made of paper. They don't mix. They do not. What the heck? Alright, that was weird. Apparently he's not on the pad. Take your thing back, mate. Anyway. Apparently something about walls and flying vehicles, they want to keep adjusting themselves, and you can kind of get a little bit of speed out of that because if you're trying to land or take off, and like you'd immediately just, do it. But nah, it's not gonna fly here, mate. That's just not gonna do it. So another mission where I'm not Jet this time, thank God, Axel, mainly because he drives vehicles slightly faster than the rest of the Rock Raiders, and this mission's really free. Like, you think, you got to carry more stuff back to this helipad? Man, that's boring. Like, why would I do that? Well, you see, this thing isn't just the tiny little digger that's made out of paper. This thing is the giant dozer, and it has a mining laser on it. Now, this thing is incredibly fun, but you only use it for like this one mission, unfortunately. So, yeah. It's the Chrome Crusher. Thank you, Mission Brief. You actually told me the name of this thing. So you just you have to drag this thing back to the mission pad, teleporter, whatever the thing is. So you just sort of smash yourself through the walls here, and you're like, but there's spider webs in the way. Now, to get rid of those, obviously, I have to beat the bulldozer. I came at it at the incredibly wrong angle. That is not good. It's very bad because you got to line yourself up with those webs exactly. You come out of the diagonal angle. What are words? You will just get stuck, and it takes like forever to get stuck, to get out. And obviously, because there's spider webs around, there's also spiders to set those webs. But good thing they don't set any more, which is a really nice thing. They just sort of hang around and like to chill out exactly like this and just get in my way. Thanks guys. You're very handy. Now that's the last of the spider web. So all I got to do is just sort of chuck a Yui. Not the best Yui I've ever done, and just keep knocking into spiders because it's apparently fun. Thanks guys. Just squeeze past those vents. Don't worry. You'd think, oh, maybe the big dozer can't squeeze past. Nah, you just drive on the walls. It's fine. It's not a flying vehicle. You can just drive on. You just sort of drive on the walls a little bit, and you'll be fine. Thanks, but get out of my way, please. All right, now you're just having a laugh, mate. Now you're just having a laugh. All right, so just make our way back here. It's much faster in the vehicle. Swap vehicles again, and since the path is just all clear of spider webs and only the bulldozer can just clear them out the way, we just have a smooth sailing without all these. Oh, he's gunning for me. They're gunning for me. Right, yeah, just like you just sort of casually drive past all the spiders. Hope they don't get in your way, because otherwise, if they run over you just even the tiniest bit, you're just stuck there until they're gone. Like so, and ugh. You think, man, what's an easy way to get rid of these spiders or any of these enemies? I'm having too much trouble. Well, as you can see, you have a radar here, and if the enemies actually are showing up on the radar, you'd notice if they're not on this screen here, your player screen, if they are not on it, the enemies will not load. They do not move from their position. It's a mystery. Like, they only move when they're on your screen, which is incredibly handy. So you can easily set it up in that, right, you just set the enemies here, freeze them off, or, stop them some. That was a really delayed cutscene right there. Or you just sort of set them up and quickly walk off screen, and they'll just stay in place. They will not move at all, which is brilliant if you're like, hey, I want to kind of get some digging done, or I want to, really collect these parts, and I want to be very timely about it, because some of these gold missions are really tough. Like, oh, they're horrible. And thank God we are on the actually, no, not the last mission, the second last mission of the game, Ring of Fire. And unfortunately, there's not really nothing I can do to speed this up. Like, I actually have to go around and try and do it legit. And this level is just, it's a big level, but it's probably the fastest out of all the last sections of these levels, where I have to go around, collect green crystals and the red crystals, and I just sort of stand around digging. And if you'd had a donation, perfect time to read it, because there's nothing really much going on with these loading screens here. Like, come on, hit the X. Okay, there we go. All right. So first step, got to pick up the dynamite here. These 2 packs of dynamite are extremely important, because there is a particular rock wall here. Like, do you think, you just dig through even the hard rock walls? Nah, there's one rock wall that looks identical to all these ones, but apparently you just can't break through it. I don't understand why. So you can either use this pack of dynamite, just to chuck a stick of dynamite at it, and you'd be set, or you could spend some time collecting a few ore boulders and building the mining laser. But with all these lava pits, yeah, that thing's not gonna last. Like, that thing will just take a nosedive real quick, mate. Like, whoa. Right, again, freeze ray, man. One of the best weapons in the game, because you can just do that and you'd be perfectly safe. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I say this mission is both the longest and one of the hardest, because you got to pass by like every single creature in this entire game. But fortunately, I can do slightly little bits of speed tricks to speed this up. So I don't have to destroy all the walls. Just sort of destroy a couple of those and just kind of shimmy. Come on, shimmy. Fine. I guess I'll dig. normally I just sort of squeeze and shimmy past that little, because there's like that tiny little gap that you can fit through where, no, not this way. Because this level's so long that I forget where I'm going all the friggin' time. But yeah, I go through here. Yeah, so, okay, like, for a couple of these levels, the way the rock, like, the breakable rock walls are placed, and you stay the heck away from me, the way they're placed is that, some of them you can just sort of, just shimmy past and get into the tiniest little gaps, and that is one of them, but it's kind of, it's kind of finicky. It's just, they're just a little bit finicky. Like, physics is just weird in this game. It's, I don't know. So yeah, second one, we get the red crystal. And you think, man, you wouldn't have enough time for the gold because you're digging through the crystals. Nah. You have like 10 minutes to get it all. Like, you have plenty of time to do it. Because apparently, story-wise, you're set in the middle of a volcano. But, well, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's just fine. So, there's not much I can say. I'm just collecting crystals and avoiding slugs and stuff. But one thing I will happily note is that I think it's playing through there. This game has a really, really nice soundtrack. It's extremely nice. Like I could listen to the soundtrack all day. It's like, just, I don't know why this soundtrack is like inspires just spelunking in a bunch of caves, but it does. And the PAL version has the full soundtrack. Like, PC misses like 3 tracks and replaces them with like 2 other ones that are like, just. And then you got the American copy, but let's not talk about that one. That's the less said about that one, the better, I reckon. Whoa. Okay, if I didn't slow down at the end there, that would have been a nice boost. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, rock monster off screen. Yeah, he did. Get away from him, mate. Get away. All right. Yeah. Very hard. Oh, God. All right, you stay there. So here's the second spot where I can just sort of squeeze past, and I just have to hit the right one. Oh, God, that is not... all right, come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's actually a bit harder than it looks, even if I'm just jumping. I'm just trying to adjust my position enough to just squeeze past those little points there. Okay, there we go. And I think, was it? No, it is not this one. I remember this in practice. I always confuse this. Wow, these rock monsters just want to keep getting in my way all of a sudden, but it's fine. Those stomps act exactly like... Is this the right one? Wait. Oh, thank God. So, as you can see, I can't dig through this wall, so I have to use 1 stick of dynamite here. I get to sit here and stare at it for a while. Unlike the American version, you get a plunger with this dynamite, like you're actually a miner. Amazing, right? But it only works when the dynamite's still on screen, so you just sort of mosey on off to the edge and it works. Like, it's pretty good. So yeah, I just have to go out of my way, collect these crystals, and I'm done with Ring of Fire. Like, I got maybe another minute on that. So, oh, buddy. And man, you might think it weird. Why are Lego people in this weird universe here? Well, they just are. Oh wow, that's faster with just digging. What am I doing picking up a stick of dynamite? And obviously, well, if an enemy is supposed to charge at you, they will chase you to the ends of the earth. Like this spider here, unlike, regular spiders who do their own thing, the spiders in this game, they will chase you down. They will hunt you down. Oh, it's an aspect. But thank God this mission's done, and we're on the final mission of the game, The Last Stand, and it is a mission. I actually have to look this. Yeah, thank God. Okay, I got it. Now, The Last Stand is a really nice final mission because on a final level, they'd expect you to challenge everything you've learned throughout the game, and this mission does exactly that. You get access to every vehicle, well, all the vehicles that you would absolutely need. So, unfortunately, you don't get the big digger, but you get the big helicopter, you get the bulldozer, and you get the mining laser. Surprisingly, I know it's amazing. But we're just like, oh, we've collected enough crystals to get our home. Like, but we got a problem. Like, everyone hasn't reported in. So, you know, obviously, to get the gold on this, I mean, look at that list. Look at this list. It is a chore. And you got to do it in 9 minutes. Like, this thing is tough. This thing is really, really tough. Fortunately, I would know everything is. But, again, gold medals are slow. I only need a bronze to access the credits. Thank God. So I just sort of... Oh, that is not... Okay, yeah. Lava will kill you faster than water, obviously, because you're burning alive. Like, that's a very serious thing. Like, don't go lava diving, people. Like, friendly bit of advice. Don't go lava diving. So you just sort of break these walls here. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good, mate. How you doing? Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Yeah,
How you doing?
Some glitchy Lego rock raiders, mate.
Some Lego Rock Raiders. How you doing? How you doing? Get on the mic a bit. Yeah, man.
I don't want to bleed in, but I'll just...
I don't care. Just bleed in. Say whatever.
I'm just here to chill, here to watch.
Yeah, here to watch. So, and obviously, well, we don't get that giant helicopter for free. We got to build it thanks to these ores. So obviously, we literally use near every vehicle and everything to build up. Now you think, why would you have the bulldozer there? Well, it's to break the webs and to get, you know, more red crystals. But I don't care about metals at this point. I'm just trying to. Okay, apparently I'm just driving on that. There we go. Beautiful. Just need 10 of these. Get back to that lava, and I can keep going on my way. Now, normally if I'm doing regular attempts, I like to really cut it close with this lava, but because this is a marathon, I just kind of like to, I can either just chill here, or to keep myself moving and to make it a little bit more entertaining, I just sort of do little circles around like that. And all I'm doing is just waiting on this jump meter of mine to build back up, because PAL version is special, and we get it slightly harder. In that, the American version, well, you can just jump as much as you want. You even get fancy little red sparks, like you're special, clap, clap. But here's the real stuff. Your jets take time to charge up. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta be real. You gotta be real. So I just sort of do little loops around here and just break it up. And I don't even worry about these scorpions. They're nothing. Like, they'll die in a fire, as scorpions should.
Want to go catch up with Sumi? Good luck on the run.
Go for it, man. Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. So we just built the tunnel scout, and you think, why would I want to build this thing? Because our friends in the mining team, they somehow got themselves stuck over here. Like, how'd you do that, mate? Like, how'd you even do it? Like, I can understand the wall. It's like be like a cave-in, but this place, oh. Well, that's that small time save I am talking about. Like these things, when you just let go of the control, they do not like walls. So you just sort of clear it out. I don't even know how these guys are surviving with the rock monster stomping around here. Bye, buddy. But since we got that, we got that all sorted, we can just sort of park our helicopter and make our way to the rest of the green crystals. Because again, that's a requirement. Got to have green crystals to beat the game, unfortunately. So we just sort of wait for my thing to recharge, and yata. Yeah, all right, amazing. I think I was going to say something, but I forgot my train of thought because I'm too busy talking about bulldozers and jump jets and stuff. All right, PAL version of the game. You'd think, now, this has come out late enough where people are starting to note the difference between early PAL and NTSC, which is completely different. I mean, I could use that vehicle there, but it's a really fast vehicle. Ooh, it's a really fast vehicle, but okay. It's a really fast vehicle, that motorbike. Ah. I like to have fun and drag that spider back with me to try and get me. But yeah. Are we ready on time, by the way? Anyone? Can someone jump over that timer real quick? Like, I'm about to end the game. Don't worry, I got a few seconds officially. Thank you, mate. Cheers, Marty. And wait for it. Time. That works. 40. Oh, what time? What time is that? 43:20. Oh, yeah, that's really good. I think it's actually a world record. Woo! World record. Come on, that's it. That's good. That's good right there. Yeah. All right. I mean, we could watch this cutscene, but I'm sure people want to start immediately replacing me. So, and credits are not interesting at all. Like, they just loop through with no music. That's boring. So, just give a hand to whoever. Who's up next? Tony Hawk's Underground. Oh, if you want to stick with that, it's a shocker. Yeah, screw these guys. You can just sort of